Hey, it's Mike Sylvester again with another video. I want to start off with something controversial. I don't think most people fail weight loss programs because they lack willpower. I think many people are fighting an invisible psychological civil war inside themselves, and nobody's talking about it. In my book, I call this inner battle the committee. Now, maybe you know this committee. There's the rational adult, the voice that says, tomorrow we start fresh. We're meal prepping. We're going to the gym. We're changing our lives. But then, around 9:30 at night, another member shows up, the inner toddler. And the inner toddler doesn't care about your long-term goals. The inner toddler wants dopamine, comfort, relief, cookies, wine, potato chips, and absolutely no delayed gratification whatsoever. Then enters another character, the drill sergeant. You're disgusting. You failed again. Look at yourself. Why can't you get it together? And what usually happens after shame? More emotional eating. Then comes the inner lawyer. Well, technically, one cheat meal won't hurt. You had a stressful day. You'll restart Monday. And suddenly, the rational adult gets outvoted. Now, why is this important? Because the weight loss industry often treats people like machines. Calories in, calories out. Simple math. But human beings are not robots. We are emotional creatures driven by biology, psychology, stress, habits, hormones, memories, reward pathways, sleep deprivation, trauma, social conditioning, and unconscious patterns. And if we don't address that internal committee, we keep blaming ourselves for losing battles we never fully understood. For decades, people were told, just use more willpower. But willpower doesn't stand much chance against biology, especially in an environment engineered to override it. Highly processed foods are scientifically designed to be hyper-palatable. Apps compete for your attention. Advertising profits from insecurity. The diet industry often sells temporary solutions to recurring problems. Why? Because confusion is profitable. I sound like a broken record. And perhaps the biggest lie many people believe is this. If I cannot control my eating perfectly, something is wrong with me. But compulsive eating is often not the disease. It's the symptom. Sometimes food becomes stress relief. Sometimes it becomes sedation. Sometimes reward. Sometimes distraction. Sometimes protection. Addiction is often a need wearing a costume. And sometimes people do not truly begin to change until they hit rock bottom. Not because they are weak, but because the old strategies finally stop working. Pain has a way of stripping illusion. There's a line from a big hit from Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, that always stuck with me. Yes, I'm wise, but it's wisdom born out of pain. I think many people in the world understand what that actually means. Sometimes the greatest teacher isn't success. It's exhaustion, humiliation, fear. The moment you finally realize, I cannot keep living this way. And strangely enough, that moment can become the beginning of consciousness. Because once you understand the committee, you stop seeing yourself as broken. You begin seeing yourself as someone whose system needs understanding, not punishment. Maybe the goal isn't to scream louder at yourself. Maybe the goal is to create an internal environment where the rational adult finally has support. Better sleep, more protein, strength training, stable blood sugar, healthier routines, stress reduction, self-awareness. That's an important one. Not perfection. Strategy. Because lasting change rarely happens through self-hatred. It happens through understanding. And maybe, just maybe, getting to the bottom of it means realizing the real battle was never simply with food. It was this unseen forces driving your relationship with it all along. Thank you.